Now, very first story, 5 more people have died from coronavirus in Ghana, taking the country's death toll to 16. The country's case count also increased to 1,671 from 1,550. 188 people have, however, recovered. The total number of confirmed cases, 1,671. And for the regional breakdown, the Upper West has 8, the Upper East 18, Northeast 2, Northern Region 13. And the Ashanti region has 8, the Eastern region has 57 cases, the Central region has 17, and the Greater Accra leads the pack with 1,433 cases. The Western region has 9, Volta 11, OT region 17, and the Western North has 1 case. Director General of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Patrick ABOAGYE, has been giving details on the current COVID-19 situation at a news conference at the Ministry of Information.
As of this morning, the final count that we have is that we have 1,671 cases. Of this, 563 has come from general surveillance, which is those who fall ill and approach the hospital and they are tested. 105 still remains part of the earlier quarantine, 10 from the quarantine in Tamale, and those we had from the enhanced tracing. That is the group that we actually went out to look for. We found 1,113, bringing our total to 1,671. Currently, about 1,461 are well or no symptoms and are responding very well to treatment. We have about 6 who are moderately to critically ill, 2 at UGMC, 3 in Ghana East, and 1 in Kolebu as we speak today. All the other parts of the country, we do not have any critical case there. For recoveries, we have recorded 188 of all these people have recovered. And we are hoping that there are more waiting for discharge, awaiting their second test to be discharged.
Government, meanwhile, insists Ghana can afford the 88 district hospitals and 6 regional hospitals the president says will be completed in 12 months. Information Minister Kojo Nkrumah says the NPP government since 2017 has grown the economy significantly on all fronts. This, he argues, is what has made it possible for the state to provide relief to frontline health workers battling the COVID-19 pandemic in the form of salary bonuses, subsidized, as well as free electricity for citizens, as well as free water for all.
Resources to fight a war like the one we are involved in. It takes a resilient economy to mobilize resources to fight and to win a successful war. Ghana's ability to introduce the various interventions so far, which have been helpful, are as a result of our resilient economy today. Our current economic position is a major reason for which we are able to marshal the resources to execute a good number of the interventions that we are introducing today. Ghana has made major strides in correcting the precarious economic conditions that we found ourselves in. Our fiscal position has improved. Our macro position has even more significantly improved. The economy has ramped up to the extent that a lot of private organizations are also now in a position to make significant contributions to the COVID-19 relief fund. It bears repeating that the progress that we have collectively made as a people in bringing back our economy from the doldrums is a major reason for which we can afford these interventions to.
Health Minister AGYEMANG-MANU listed some health projects undertaken since the outbreak of COVID-19 as evidence of the ability of government to fulfill its pledge.
The President met the Ghana Medical Association. Fortunately for us, the Vice President of the Association is now the Medical Superintendent of the KWAKU Hospital. He said to us confidently that some places have been completed to the extent that we can use one block as a treatment center to fight the COVID battle. So we are fixing the place now to dedicate it as a treatment center to add on to the few places we have in Ashanti region. So we are on course. Modernization and equipment of 4 selected facilities, these are all in Eastern region. Tetekwashi Memorial Hospital, Chebe District Hospital, Aburi, and ATTA hospitals. Again, I went to do the shortcutting for all these projects. The contractor is on site, on all 4 sites, and work is progressing steadily. We have managed to actually start to complete 15 ship compounds in the first instance, located in different parts of the country. Then another package of 26 ship compounds. We're expecting that all these 16 plus 26 will be commissioned this year for use.
He also rejected suggestions it intends to abandon health projects started by the previous administration.
It's a TB case detection program that we inherited. Installation of equipment had also been completed as at August 2018. Tamale Teaching Hospital was going through the rehabilitation and upgrade of the hospital. Phase 2 had been completed before we came into office. The phase 2 started in July 2015, was supposed to be completed in December 2018. And I can say with all confidence that this project has also been completed, and I went to commission this project. Construction and equipping of 597-bed University of Ghana Teaching Hospital, that is the University of Ghana Medical Center. When we came in, there was some controversy about whether phase 1 had been completed or not. I did a briefing here. I was misquoted. We had completed phase 1, and as I speak, phase 2 is getting close to completion. The hospital has been operationalized to the extent of getting services being provided close to about 70% operationalization. We anticipate to complete the entire facility and operationalize fully by October this year. Construction of offices for Ministry of Health headquarters. We inherited the project. We did some modification to it, and that too has been completed fully, and we have relocated our offices from the ministries close to the health insurance office in Ridge. That is where the Ministry of Health is now located. There's a program to expand the radiotherapy and nuclear medicine services at Kolebu and Konfanochi. That had been abandoned before we assumed office. I visited Konfanochi, I visited Kolebu, and there was a facility that had been arranged to the Ministry of Finance. There were problems. They couldn't access the funds, the project halted. We have managed to clear the challenges that we had with the project implementation, and as I speak, work is ongoing on these 2 projects. And I want to believe that by the close of the year, we will have commissioned these 2 projects. So nothing has been abandoned.
Works and Housing Minister Samuel AKYEA has meanwhile advised property owners not to rent out facilities to foreigners unless they are certain they're COVID-19 negative.
Landlords must also be wary of potential tenants from foreign countries. It is very mandatory to insist that without a COVID-19 negative clearance, the landlord should not rent out the premises. We all know that this pandemic has been imported, so be careful that in the name of dollars, you're going to bring in a foreigner who hasn't gotten clearance that is not infected by the disease to come and live in the premises. I need not remind you that the virus is an importation from foreigners and those who had contacts with them prior to the lockdown. The President is showing utmost care and generosity in these trying moments in the nation's history. Landlords are entreated to extend similar treatment to tenants, as they will not be spared if they exploit the situation and fall foul of the law.